Looking to bring your SaaS idea to life quickly and precisely? Here's the bad news. Finding the right design vendor can be a tough task. Outsourcing vendors are not flexible enough in their processes. Freelance designers are flexible, but they may not always be there when you need them. Design agencies lack the transparency that in-house designers offer. In-house designers lack the team expertise that design agencies have. The good news is, it doesn't have to be this way. Eleken product design agency has a history of success with over 100 SaaS startups in the last 8 years. During this time, we've fine-tuned our business model to match your specific requirements and situations. Let me explain how it works. Eleken is almost famous in the wild west of SaaS incubators, best known for these three things that we do really bloody well: saving your time, providing the best talent, and exceeding your design expectations. But like in any secret sauce, the magic isn't the ingredients, it's how everything plays together. Let's talk about the pillar number one. Time is priceless as your product comes to life. We value your time. We are a quick hire. On average, it takes 2 months to hire a designer in-house. Hiring an agency may take less time, but still, we're talking about weeks, not days. And startup timing is everything, so you need a faster hire. At Eleken, you can get your dedicated designer literally tomorrow. We work fast. When you want to test out your startup idea quickly, you don't want to spend 6 months on design with all the mood boards, brainstorming, fancy slide ideas, and all that stuff. Sometimes you just want screen designs to be done fast and on point. We like fast. To prove that, let me quickly break down this timeline about designing an MVP by Eleken and by a traditional design agency. So, in the first week, Eleken is already chatting with the clients and starting trials. By the second week, we already finished the trial, where you got along with the designer, his or her level of communication, transparency, speed of work, and the level of design skill. Traditional agencies, they are still getting started, sorting out project details. Zoom into week 3, Eleken is dividing into the real work. Others are just making a proposal. By weeks 4 and 5, Eleken already has 2 weeks of work done. Other agencies, they just signed a contract. In the week 6 and 7, Eleken already has about 4 to 5 weeks of work done. Meanwhile, agencies are showing their first concepts. Until now, you have no idea what they've done for you and the quality of their results. Into weeks 8 and 9, Eleken has 6 weeks of work behind. Traditional agencies are getting your first feedback and edits. By weeks 10 to 12, Eleken's MVP design is all set. Traditional agencies are managed to complete about 20 to 25% of the project at best. We offer you to start with a 3-day free trial so you can evaluate our skills and overall experience before hiring Eleken and see what we can do in just 24 working hours. We don't ask to provide any payment information upfront. When the trial ends, it's up to you to decide if you are ready to continue the collaboration. End of the story, by 10 to 12 weeks, Eleken's way ahead, almost done with the project. The others, well, they're just still getting feedback and making tweaks. And that's a quick lowdown. Hope that paints a clear picture for you. We stick to schedules. Needless to say, we've developed a superpower to ensure we meet our deadlines. Time to get to the second pillar. Finding the right design talent is a tough task. We already step in. Design can make or break your startup. So, looking for your designer, you need to consider a lot of things. Hiring a person with the right skills, and you don't always know at the beginning what skills are right for you. Looking for someone with strong personal qualities. This part is often overlooked. Making sure they can manage design project unless you can do it yourself. Providing the right onboarding and training. And what's your plan for when your designer hits a roadblock? There is a lot on your plate, especially if you don't have much experience hiring UI/UX designers. Luckily, we have such experience. For years, the Eleken team has mastered our hiring, training, and management skills to perfection. We ensure seamless communication. Our ultimate selection criteria is fluent English. We value soft skills. The second criteria is what we call design superpower. It ranges from soft skills, a strong ability to understand client, user, team needs, and understand all the pieces of the process, to creative thinking, grit, and decisiveness. These qualities ensure a smooth workflow with the Eleken team and make you get value from our collaboration immediately. We train hard for hard skills. Tech and self-management skills matter, but you can teach that. At Eleken, new hires don't get to work with clients until they finish a 3-month bootcamp to boost their design skills and make their work even better. And even after a bootcamp, designer is not alone. Eleken designers have weekly lectures and workshops to learn and share experiences non-stop. A designer is supervised supervised by UI lead, UX lead, and head of design. A designer is connected to a network of 50 plus UI UX professionals who are always willing to help. That's what we call team expertise, and that's why our designers never get stuck in the challenging tasks. Time to get the third pillar. Exceeding your design expectations is our driving force. We assign you a dedicated designer. Working with agency designers who shift between projects can be a roller coaster ride. They won't have time or motivation to get the ins and outs of your product fully, and might create interfaces that are more complex than necessary. This could make things harder for users and potentially lead to increased trainings or support costs. That's why at Eleken we give you your own full-time designer. They will feel like a part of your team, really get your product and make sure you're happy with the results. We use an iterative approach. The last thing you want from your agency is to take your brief and disappear for several weeks, leaving you to doubt if they got the idea right. Especially when you're on the early stage and you don't have a clear vision yet. That's why we at Eleken don't have briefs. We start with a detailed conversation to get the requirements and then work in iterations. We stay in consistent communication so that you give feedback on every new idea and design piece. Regular feedback helps us correct issues on the spot and avoid major misunderstandings that could set the project back. We create business value with design. We design successful SaaS-based products by combining user needs and business goals. Check out one of our success stories. In this video, I show how our client got from prototype to 3.6 million in funding. So now that you are familiar with our approach, how do we bring all that to the design table? Let's walk you through. Eleken's working process. Step 1. Free trial. We recommend you to start with a trial so you can evaluate our skills, quality, and overall experience before hiring Eleken. At this stage, you'll usually get 1 or 2 screens designed or redesigned, or UX audit. Just depends on what's your top design priority. Step 2. Discovery. We'll work with you to discover your product vision and functionality, collect references, and examine your competitors. If we're talking about design from scratch, you can expect to get competitive analysis, product idea validation, feature prioritization, and user flows. Step 3. Wireframing. Next, we'll create wireframes, grayscale screen that represent a simplified skeleton of an app. They can also be used for simple user testing to understand if design is moving in the right direction. Obviously, at this stage, you'll get your wireframes and prototypes. Step 4. Visual solutions. When the structure is ready, we can create several design options, including variations and typography, icons, and colors. The preferred option gets iterated until the final design is ready. Here we'll provide you with mood board, several options of screen designs, and final design. Step 5. Design handoff. We don't develop software, but we make sure your developers have everything they need to implement the product we've designed. At this stage, we can also develop prototypes to test with the users. So you get all screens, UI kit, and prototypes. And that's it. As you can see, you might have countless hurdles in your startup journey, but the design shouldn't be one of them. With Eleken's approach, we help you save time, get the best design talent, and create product that exceeds your expectations, just like the expectations of your users, investors, and advisors. If it sounds like a good fit for you, let's talk. Click this link to get in touch. We'll have a short clarity call to figure out if we are really a good fit for you, and if it's a match made and a design heaven, we'll create some awesome things together and save you a lot of time so you can focus on more important things.